Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to Well with Mika, where we talk real wellness for your real life. I'm Mika, your cultural wellness ally, and today we're going to talk about something that might just be the missing piece in your wellness journey. Something even more important than motivation or discipline, and that is, drum roll please, your identity, what you believe about you. That's shaping your health habits more than anything else. So it's not your willpower, not your schedule, not even your access to resources. It is your identity. So let's get into it. So, what's the main idea? We often try to change our habits from the outside in. I'm gonna eat better. I'm going to work out. I'm gonna drink more water. But the research, including decades of behavior science, is showing that the opposite works even better. Like you change the habit by changing the identity underneath it. So if you've ever read, Atomic Habits or Tiny Habits, those two books, they really get to the core of this idea. So instead of saying, I need to exercise, it's going to become, I'm a person who exercises, or I'm the type that moves. Instead of, I'm trying to eat healthy, that's going to become, I'm a healthy eater. So your identity is going to drive the behavior. The behavior is going to reinforce the identity. And that's how you actually create change that's going to stick. Now, many of us, especially Black women, women of color, our identities around health, it really didn't start with us. We inherited these narratives like the strong Black woman, you better finish your plate, don't take time to rest. Excuse me. No, don't rest. And we don't need therapy. I'm just big bone. This, it runs in my family. This is how we are. A movement is not, we don't do that. Movement ain't for people like me. And now these narratives, these identities, they didn't just come from a lack of discipline. They really came from survival, from culture, economics, generational trauma even, and just trying to hold our families together. But now, where we are now in this space, we are definitely allowed to rewrite that story. We are allowed to evolve. Identity is not fixed, it's flexible. And you get to choose what parts you keep and what parts you release. The beautiful thing is your identity, it doesn't just change with these dramatic moves. It changes with small, tiny daily confirmations, whether that's a 5-minute walk, choosing to drink water once a day, stretching for a couple of minutes, eating more veggies, going to bed a little earlier. Every time you do something small, your brain says, okay, I see you. I see who we are now. Okay. And that identity shift, it shifts. It shifts through the evidence, through the actions, through practices, not perfection. Okay. So just take those small steps. And let's be real, every stage of life asks something different of us. Motherhood changes your identity. Career, it could change it. Aging changes it. Chronic illness, kids growing up, even healing changes your identity. So if you feel a little lost in who you are right now, sweetheart, baby, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? You are evolving, lean into it, and your wellness habits, they should evolve with you. And it is okay. Identity, I also want you to know that it doesn't grow in isolation, it grows in community. When you're around people who walk, you start to walk. You're around people who cook, you eat better. You're around people who rest, you start to value rest. You're around people who set boundaries, you start practicing setting boundaries as well. Community is not just about support, it is also about reinforcing that identity. So choose spaces where the you that you're becoming actually feels possible. And this is exactly what I mean when I'm talking about real wellness, that right for you, your identity, not somebody else's, is energizing the changes that feel aligned with who you are. And you're excited about that. Achievable, small actions that build your confidence and lasting, that identity based habits that don't disappear when your motivation does. That's not what we want. Your identity is going to lead to action, it's going to lead to confidence and sustainability. And that's the real wellness that we're after. So, what are your steps towards this mini identity makeover you're going through? I want you to, number one, name that old identity. What story have you been holding on to? What's holding you back? Oh, I'm not consistent. Oh, I'm not a gym person. Oh, I don't do that. I don't deserve rest. I always fall off. No, name it, number one. And now you're going to choose a new identity. Just one sentence. I'm someone who takes care of myself. Yeah, I'm a beginner. And I'm good with that. I'm excited. That's okay. I'm becoming a woman who moves daily. I'm someone who prioritizes my peace. Okay, name it. Name the new one and pick one action that matches your this new identity that you're putting on. Just one, small enough that you can't fail, okay? Then I want you to repeat it. Practice makes progress. Every repetition tells your brain, okay, this is who we are now. And then let others in. Tell someone, join a class, invite a friend, because identity, it does grow stronger when it's witnessed. So, in closing, please, you don't need a new year, a new body, or a new routine. You need a new story, one that supports the life and the health that you're building. So rewrite your identity, and your habits, they will definitely follow. So thank you again for joining me today. I hope this episode spoke to you. If it did, please share it with someone who's ready to evolve, not perfectly, but intentionally. Comment below. Tell me what you're naming. Tell me what your new identity is. Let's talk about it in the comments. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Take care of your whole self, inside and out. Happy healthing. Peace.